To all of the action that we witnessed for the equity markets today, and a rather dull day of trade. In fact, the frontline indices were trapped in a very tight range, and by the end of the day, we didn't even manage to sustain the kind of gains that we saw. It was in the red for both the Sensex as well as the Nifty. You could say a degree of outperformance came about for the broader markets, albeit it wasn't with that much enthusiasm. So mildly in the green for the mid as well as the small cap indices. And in fact, by the day's close, they didn't even manage to sustain those gains. It was real estate and auto, so largely high beta, which was your problem pocket for the day. And it was the defensives such as healthcare which stood out, as well as the consumer durables basket, which gained close to 0.7%. JSPL, that was the biggest laggard for the day. DLF saw quite a bit of profit booking, as did Axis Bank, and Reliance Infrastructure was also rather weak in the session. The auto pack was certainly in focus post the auto sales numbers. Tata Motors, well, the June domestic sales came in at 48,712 units. Total sales down 18%, and it came in below estimates, hence the stock was down. Ditto was the case with Bajaj Auto. The total sales, in fact, skidded 14% in the month of June. The two-wheeler sales slumped by 20%, and that was largely hit by the ongoing strike at its Chakan plant. ASHOK Leyland also very disappointing set of numbers. The sales came down by 1.5% on a year-on-year basis. The total sales were down by 31% at 6,967 crores. CV sales were also down almost 36.5%. JSPL, as pointed out, was the big loser for the day, as the government will be stopping work in its coal blocks of the 13 scam hit companies, and that will certainly impact the expansion plans of JSPL going forward. From the pharmaceutical basket, take a look at an elder pharma. The UK subsidiary has acquired Max Healthcare, and that move will allow the company to re-enter the OTC pharma category, on the back of which the counter was pretty active. Tata Power was in the limelight on the downside, as Moody has changed its ratings outlook to negative from stable, so the counter ended at the lowest point of the day. Take a look at a Hindustan Copper. We understand that the pricing for the offer for sale is going to be at a discount to the current market price, and they are looking to garner close to 260 crore rupees from the stake sale. The counter down and out by close to 7%. Hindustan Motors, don't really talk too much about that one, but we understand that the Bengal government may oppose the Hindustan government's restructuring plan, and hence the counter was down and out. Crompton Greaves once again was pretty active, as the promoters released 20 lakh shares from the pledge, so 5% higher on last stake. Giving it company, the index gainers included a Ranbaxy. Take a look at the kind of activity you saw at the fag end of the session, close to 6.5%. Lupin, so clearly your defensives stood out in the session. Something like GAIL, and even Telecom was active in the form of a Bharti Airtel, which shut sharp at 303.